Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. How are you all doing today? Hope you're doing well. And we get some interesting stuff planned. I am fed up with this stuff. It just keeps looping. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace that with some thermal expansion machines. Hopefully they work better. We'll find out. I also moved everything out of this room, so we got to set up something to connect these into the system. And then we'll figure out what to put in this room. Maybe we'll put the blood magic system in here. Center it nice in this room. Should work. And we can bury everything under the ground there. Thoughts? Yeah, it might work. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to get started on the thermal expansion machine. So we're going to type in thermal expansion in here. And I set this so this is NEI synchronized auto. So that means auto lock on this bar when I start when I click the interface, so when it opens up the terminal, so I can just start typing right away instead of clicking it, and it's NEI synchronized, so it searches like we would search in the bottom bar there. So this is thermal expansion. We haven't really got into a lot of the stuff from it, but we've got a little bit, and it's a pretty powerful mod. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the pulverizer, which is like the sag mill, and we're going to make the resonant furnace. Now, we've made basic machine frames before, and now we're using hardened ones here. And we'll show you the, we need a furnace, which we need bricks for. Should be easy enough. Yeah, so the hardened machine frame is just the regular basic one, plus an electrum gear and 4 invar. The electrum gear is just 4 electrum around an iron ingot. Pretty easy to do. And there we go, we got both of these now. So we're going to temporarily remove these. And by temporarily, I mean just like get rid of them. And so that means our ores are going to start backlogging, so we have to deal with those pretty quick. But we're going to remove these quickly too, so that stuff doesn't automatically go into here. So these are them. We have dealt with some other machines over there, but this is the basic set of them from thermal expansion, same as the sag mill and all that stuff. But this one's got a lot more crazy customization. And to that, how do you do it? If you shift click the middle, it gets rid of all the inputs. So we're going to be inputting from the back, and we want to output everything to this side. And this is the redstone furnace, so we're going to want to input from this side and output to the back. Alright, and if we jump down here, we can grab our things again. We're going to need one that goes right here, and this is going to be insert on green, and this is going to be extract on brown, always active. Now if we look, this should be, yeah, putting gold ore in there, which is turning into gold ingots and going back into the system. So if we look at gold in our system here, gold, we are in fact getting them. So they're pretty slow right now though. But the cool thing about these is we have these augmentation things here. And we don't need redstone circuit integration. Modular framework, reconfigurable sides, automated output. We probably need both of those. So we probably should have made these higher tier. But anyways, we don't have this stuff because we need signalum. Is that what it's called? Signalum. Yes, and the signalum is made from 10 redstone, 3 copper, 1 silver. So we should be able to do that actually. So if we go redstone, let's just grab a stack. Because we'll go 60, and then let's just grab a stack of this, a stack of this, because it will make whatever we need it to make. I was making bronze because we're going to need some of that as well for the future. But is this making signalum? Takes a long time too. Because normally you have to transfer the redstone into a bucket and then use that in the crafting recipe. But it is. Okay. So if we look at, what is it called? Thermal expansion, a reinforced one. Can we upgrade these? Yes, so we need hardened glass or aluminum glass or quartz glass? Fused quartz, yeah. Signalum gear, which is just iron, and then the we need these things, whatever they're called. Redstone furnace and the pulverizer. So that's enough already. We'll continue making that stuff because I didn't realize you can make it that easy. So I'll take 2 of those, and if we type in quartz, we have enough. Perfect. We need to get more nether quartz at some point, but the nether is scary. Now we need our crescent hammer to pick these up because I think you might break them if you don't. So we'll just do that quick. Go like this, I think was the recipe. Thermal expansion. Yeah, why isn't that working? And how do we make hardened glass? Is there an easier way to make it? Lead ingot and obsidian powder. So we need obsidian. We'll go with 8 and then lead. I'll just grab a bunch of that. Put that in the sag mill. Does that work in the sag mill? Yeah, it does. Nice. And we'll get this started in this one here. And we can throw that stuff back in here. Oh. We probably want the, what is it called? Pulverized iron. Those ones can stay. So there's our hardened glass. Make a little more since I'm already started on it. What if we try in this crafting table? There we go. I don't know whether that's the product of having the right items or just the crafting table not working. Anyways, we now have better upgraded things and we should be able to just place them back down. So yeah, as you can see, we've duplicated these. That's interesting. Actually, just gonna get rid of this because if we've duplicated it, we probably don't need it again. And I'm just gonna put, no, I put them in the wrong order. Oops. Maybe that's why they're not configured correctly. We need the pulverizer there. Yeah, see, they retain their configurations, which is nice. And put those in there. Nice. So now we get 3 extra slots. Oh, that we didn't duplicate it. Oops. Oh well, we can make those again. So I'm just gonna put this in here, and we're gonna look at augmentations. As you can see, there is a ton of them here. So this allows for transfer, allows for transfer in, all this stuff. But we're going to be looking at the reception coils. So we need 2 of these. I don't know if, no, they can't stack. And see, there is a bunch of them. This one is 8 times speed, but you need the previous ones. And for this one, what are we missing? Pyrotheum. So sulfur, pulverized coal, redstone, and blazed powder. If we look, we have a bunch of blaze rods. Let's do 16 in here. There we go. Pyrotheum dust. This stuff is crazy. Actually, we're gonna need more of that, aren't we? Augmentation. We're gonna need one more set of that. And that will give us 2 there. And we can't do the final tier of this because you need a resonant machine, and I don't have the stuff to do that yet. As you can see, you can also do this. This is 16 obsidian per operation, 64 cobble per operation. We might get into this at some point to make bedrockium and all that fun stuff. But we're going to make it with, we're going to do this. Let's upgrade our secondary chance there. And then is there something that, fuel efficiency, power output. There's not like a power increases food output. Excess secondary outputs is destroyed. Anyway, so this is how fast it goes. If we put in this, it goes a little bit faster. Put in this, it goes quite a bit faster, and then we can do this to give it a bonus chance of secondary outputs. And then we can put these in, and we're cruising. I don't think it's as fast. I gotta throw this back in just because we have an extra spot, and it takes up less space in here than it does in our system. So I don't think it's as fast as the alloy furnace and the sag mill combo, but it's not going to give us, it's giving us grief already. Okay, so it's a problem with our system then. Time to sleep. It must be, just give me 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. I think I know the problem. So what's happening is this stuff is coming back in here, and then it's getting pulled out right away because there's nothing else to pull out. That is my guess. To test this theory, we're actually gonna set this interface up. Set it up right here. We need another cable. Glass fiber cable. And to set that like that. And now we need to set this to insert brown. And we're gonna set this to extract green. So this will only extract from here, this will only import from here, and if this works, I'm just going to switch these to import and export buses. Because that's kind of stupid. And if you look in here, ores, if we have a uranium ore. Throw in there, goes in there. And seems to have worked. We're not getting a whole ton of ores right now, so it's kind of hard to tell. But just keep an eye on it. Doesn't seem to be getting. So there's iron, more iron ore came in. Yeah. Okay, so that was the problem. Easy enough, right? Easy enough. Okay. So now we're gonna need more of this fiber cable. Good. So we need quartz fiber service. Give me a stack of that actually. Let's take a stack of this stuff, throw her in there. Just so that we can get over to where we want to get over to. So there's 21 of that. And now if we go glass, fiber, no, it's the, what is it called? Glass cable. Fluix. Yeah, I guess we got enough of the pure ones to do that. Okay, so now we have 64 cable and we need storage buses. ME storage buses, which means we need a couple more interfaces. And what do we need for interfaces? Annihilation cores. Fluix. How do we make Fluix again? Charged nether quartz and redstone dust. Redstone dust and charged. Perfect. Now we need a puddle. We have one right here. Throw all this stuff into and pop. Awesome. And we need to pulverize these right away. And there we go. Perfect. Throw all that in there. Another quartz. We need. We'll grab 4 of those, and then we need a couple more of these. Should be enough stuff to make 2 interfaces. Should give us enough stuff to make storage buses. We need another sticky piston. We need another piston now. I went and captured a blue slime, which makes it so that we can farm them downstairs. So for this stuff here, we have 1, 2, 3 lines on the ME controller, which I will explain in the future how that works. But we need to remove these. Those are all oak wood planks now. What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna move the things. We don't need item conduits on there anymore. I didn't know this did the Yeta wrench stuff though. That's pretty cool. I need my dolly is what I need. I need my dolly, which is right here. We can move that for now. Let's grab this. We'll put this. No. Where should we put these? Let's put them down here. So we don't really need to see them, do we? No, we'll just set those there. And now what we have to do is I'm gonna run this through the bottom so that we can walk over it still. Do that and that. And then place the storage bus on the back of these. And we're gonna set this to bidirectional. So input, output, priority is 1. Priority 1. So now if we look in here, can we see, we can see our cobblestone? Yeah. Perfect. So that's 3, 4, 8, 3. If we put cobblestone in, 3, 5, 4, 7. Yeah, and it seems to be pulling from here, so 35, 50, 3, 4, yeah. Perfect. Easy enough. Mission accomplished. So let's set those back there. That corner a little bit of an interesting look, which is what we're looking for. Actually, we need 2 more here. Cobble. Those are supposed to be there. There we go. And now we need wooden planks. Pop these two off. And there we go. This room is now different, which is nice. And yeah, that's probably going to be it for this episode. Next episode, I think we're going to get into the blood magic stuff, because we can move that in. We can move all this stuff inside, and then we can start burying it in there and have it in here so we can start looking at it and working with it, because there's a lot of cool stuff you can get with blood magic, and hopefully it goes awesome. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let me know if there's any mods you want to see in particular, because I can start working with them if you want to see them more often. But as of right now, I think I'm gonna head out for today, and I'll catch you in the next one. Alright guys, take it easy. Bye bye.